What's up, Devils? J-Dog back with another goddamn fucking video. And today's video, we're going over comments, questions, concerns on the video Marduk, Dark Funeral, and Toxic Holocaust, a bunch of jabronis. Fuck, it feels like forever ago that I did this video. You gotta remember when it gets posted to, it was posted 3 weeks ago. It says I usually it's a week before that I record it because I do a bunch of backlog ones. So it just feels like, cause I remember when somebody said that, I'm like, what? I forget what my exact response was in the video, but I kind of just like, maybe this guy questioned on that. Maybe yeah, I'll respond because I didn't look at the comments. I just brought up the next video. 925 fucking piddly ass views in 3 weeks ago, 103 comments. So I forget who said that, like, but he said something along those lines, or maybe that was actually exact words. I think those bands, like, how do you like those jabroni bands? So let's see if he's in here. I can't remember for the life of me who it was that said that. So let's see what we got. 103 comments. First one from Joseph O'Donovan commenting, Young Buck here. You inspired me to join the gym, J-Dog. Don't stop the bodybuilding vids. Glad to hear it, brah. Good to be able to help out where I can. Somebody replied to him. What the fuck do they say? Deceased. Just the letter D, then seized. It's kind of clever. Bodybuilding is kind of whack. You should get into powerlifting or more Olympic style weightlifting. Why is it whack, brah? I mean, I'm not per se into golf, but I'm not going to go as far as calling it whack. Do you like it or you don't? You know what I mean? And yeah, and when it comes to exercise, pick what you fucking enjoy. But the funny thing is, some people will say that about bodybuilding or whatever, but yet literally every single person, to some extent, wants to look like a bodybuilder. Literally every single everybody, because bodybuilding is building your body. Everybody's like, oh, I want bigger biceps. Oh, I want bigger triceps. I just kind of want more vascularity in my arms. Oh, I want a six-pack abs. The fuck do you think that is? It's fucking bodybuilding. That's literally what the fuck it is. Yeah, your goal might not be to fucking get to 300 pounds fucking Jay Cutler off-season size. Okay, yeah, I understand that's not for everybody. But you're still fucking doing the same principles of bodybuilding. So how's it fucking whack? Because even deep down, I guarantee you saying that, man, you want the same fucking thing. So, anyways. I must have talked about training on this one because there's the people asking about it. Goatman's asking a question I don't really know about it. Goatman, thanks for answering my question, bro. Always great listening to this during my morning run. Any thoughts on those tunnel wall things? Tunnel wall things? I don't know. No, I don't. What are they? Like, what are they for? I'm not sure. Sounds like a piece of exercise equipment, but I'm not familiar with them. Have you used one? I'm contemplating getting one. However, I'm more partial to traditional dumbbells. Yeah, I mean, that's all. I mean, I just go to the gym, so I have access to a fucking array of shit. Dumbbells, barbells, machines, Smith machines. Fucking a whole. It's a goddamn Disneyland in there, fucking shit. It's a pretty nice sized gym. They got quite a bit of shit. So I use all the board, but I do tunnel walls. I don't know what that is. Human Brisket, J-Dog, what sells more, the 10 CDs for 50 or the 5 LPs for 60? Love those specials. As a whole, probably the 10 CDs, but if one's updated, whichever one's newest, it's going to fucking run circles around the other. So if we just do an updated, like, 5 LPs for 60 with new titles in there, fresh blood, added to that list, then they would drastically pick back up. So, but as a whole, when you take all the years combined and shit, I'd have to go with the 10 CDs for 50. That's the top seller. Oscar G saying something. Yeah, because I never heard anyone mention Summertime Daisies. Plus, they're really good live. Yeah, fuck, that's cool. I mean, like I said, I just heard of them. Was it maybe 3 years ago or so when I had that? I think it was Dark Symphonies that did the disc. Thought it was fucking great. Stupidest name on fucking earth. But definitely never seen them live, so that's cool to hear that they're good live too. Because a lot of bands that are even good, boring as fuck live. You know what I mean? So as we're speaking though, as I'm recording this video, I'm actually going to see tonight in a few hours the band Spider on Hell's Headbangers, members from Shitfucker and all those Detroit guys. That was a pretty damn good band. First album and out on Hell's Headbangers. Check them out, guys. I have a feeling that band's gonna kind of blow up. Really cool fucking image, cool fun songs that are appealing to, like, if you're into thrash, a lot of the death metal guys will like it, the heavy metal guys will like it. It kind of appeals the same. So kind of like for a band that blew up on us, they just did the one album left, so it's kind of as a business decision stupid. I forget the reason. I think the guys weren't getting along with Speedwolf. Put that out, and they blew the fuck up. I mean, we repressed that LP. I can't even remember how many times. And the CD, I can't remember how many times. I have a feeling that Spider, maybe not to that degree, but I have a feeling they're going to kind of blow up. So check them out. So you're not late to the game hearing about them and like, you're in the beginning of the cool crowd or so. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I knew that band before anyone cared about them. Now everybody loves them. But just all we have out is the album, but it's a CD LP, and then no, not the LPs we don't have yet, just the CDs and cassettes. I personally have a CD, and then LPs will be God knows fucking when. But cool fucking is. Check it out. But I'm going to see them tonight. But so we'll see. Are they going to be boring live? I have a feeling they're going to be pretty entertaining live too, because if you look at them on the disc and stuff, they're on the cover, they look cool as fuck. They look like vampires and shit. I'm like, they just got a really cool looking image. At least I thought so. Looked fucking metal to me. God damn it. There was no fucking homeboy, no Slipknot baggy jeans, fucking orange fucking pullovers or any of that bullshit going on. Where the fuck else they wear on stage? None of that going on. Joe Dinkins, question: what supplements are you aware of that help control blood sugar? Berberine is the main ingredient. That's the number one by a milestone. Ones I recommend because it has other fucking shit in there. Because I recommend them because the brands I've used is one by Enhanced Athlete. Definitely works. 1,000% works because I even have a blood glucose monitor and I've checked. That one, the one by 5% Nutrition, and the bodybuilder is a Jeff Long. He has a supplement company too. I can't think of it's been a while since I've used any of his products. Can't forget the name of his supplement company, but his definitely works too. I'm sure there's others too. I'll tell you somebody who I can't fucking stand, Devils. But this might be a little bit of a goddamn rant. I can't stand this hippie ass looking motherfucker. Do you guys get those ads on YouTube for the fuck's that company called? He sells products called Redwood and shit. Umzu. It's just this bearded fucking 20-year-old fucking douche canoe, goddamn no muscle having, fucking Starbucks drinking, hippie ass looking motherfucker selling 99% fucking junk supplements, testosterone boosters and shit, which don't do a goddamn fucking thing. And that just makes my dick itch like a motherfucker. All this other crap that fucking is just garbage. I was like, this is not going to do a goddamn thing for you. Just annoys the piss out of me. Maybe because his ads literally pop up for me every single fucking day, and I guarantee this guy's pulling in. He's netting easily six figures a month in his pocket selling junk. Now he does have they put out there. I know a new product out is for his insulin mimicker. For insulin sensitivity, and it's got the main ingredients berberine. But he's advertising it like it's some secret fucking thing. I'm like, dickhead, you're late to the fucking game. You're just capitalizing. So I'll at least give him that at least that product at least has a useful ingredient in it. Now I don't know what his dose is too. A lot of these shithead supplement companies, what you got to watch out to is, yes, they'll put an ingredient that works, but it's nowhere near the dose. Huge example. Go in any of your fucking grocery stores. 95% of you guys that take any supplements or whatever that, you're like, yeah, I take vitamin D. Vitamin D is a great supplement to take. I take vitamin D. 99% of you are taking way, way, way less than you need to be taking. Like, it's not even like close. It's not even, just take it, chuck it in the trash. It ain't gonna do a fucking thing. The average person, and I've seen on tons of blood work, tons of people showing me their own blood work, people reviewing their blood work on YouTube and shit. That's the kind of shit I watch, by the way. Things like that, going over like labs and things like that. My own, people in the family, shit like that, is you need between 5 to 7,000 IUs every day. 5 to 7,000. As the highest I've ever seen anyone need to get them up to the optimal reference range is 10,000. This is monitored by blood work. You get your fucking labs, what's your vitamin D levels. And by the way, just because I got my blood work done, my doctor said I'm fine. They don't check for vitamin D levels. You have to order that separately. It's a $250 blood test. They're not going to do it unless you order it. So just because you got your blood done, that doesn't mean you're fucking fine. What they check for when you go to the doctor and you're just like, yeah, I just want to get checked out, a physical or whatever. Unless you give them the labs to order, they check the bare minimum to basically make it sound just to make sure you're not walking out of that fucking door pretty much dead. So it's the bare fucking minimum. You want a blood order list, come contact fucking J-Dog. I'll send it to you. That's what you get ordered. And it's a fucking extensive as a motherfucker. So anyways, that's how I know. 5 to 7,000 is what I've seen 95% of people, if they're low on vitamin D, that'll bring them up to the good reference range, to the high optimal range. And but what you go in the grocery store, go look at what you're taking. I've seen as low as people taking 250 IUs a day. 250. The guys that are taking a lot, like in Walmart shit, it's like each capsule 1,000 IUs. Hope you're taking 7 of those a day, bron. You know what I mean? You're not. They're just taking 1 a day. 1,000 IUs ain't gonna do fucking dick all. You're gonna literally still be in the gutter if you get your vitamin D levels checked. It's not enough, and that's what a lot of these guys do. And I bet you, I'd be willing to bet my fucking nutsack that this fucking POS over at Umzu looks like the biggest fucking non-hetero fucking hipster I've ever fucking seen, and it's just marketing garbage supplements. You know what I mean? And that it just annoys me because it's just ripping people off, and he's just becoming a fucking millionaire, and he's literally you may as well just hit him over the fucking head and steal their wall. So just a little bit of a rant for you. You see that guy? Stay away from that shit. Total fucking scam artist. Imperio Nocturno. Hey, J Devil, do you have any possessed bootlegs? I've got a bootleg CD with all their demos that I bought from Old Cemetery. How about Old Lady Drivers? I heard Roy Fox mention them, and they're good, violent fun with weird, hysterical lyrics. My grandpa is doing creating, and my grandpa is doing creating, and his health was creating. What the fuck is that? And his health has definitely improved. I don't know what doing creating is. By the way, Marduk and Dark Funeral are just awesome in my book, and yes, I like the Torment Hell. Not their best, but real cool release nonetheless. Cheers, brah brah. I agree. Do I own any possessed bootlegs? I do. I definitely own a demo bootleg CD with the demos as well. I forget which one I have. I don't really feel like busting out, but it's not that latest one that came out on. Was that Vic Records? It's not that one. It's an earlier one, and I'm almost positive it's a bootleg. To be honest with you, I didn't love the first Possessed demo and shit. I didn't love it. It's just it was 3 songs that were a shittier recording of 7 Churches. I'm sure whoever all the really really old devils that picked that up before 7 Churches was like the greatest thing ever. That I get 100% if you got it. But I heard it years after fucking 7 Churches. I'm just like, oh, just 3 of the same songs that literally just sound worse. So I didn't really like that. I will say this: what I do like, and I own a bootleg picture disc of it. I don't know on my wall. Maybe I'll show it on camera. It's way over there. I'll bust it out. It's the 290s demos that I love with, was it fucking Larry that continued on with the band, or was it Mike? Who continued? Because it's without Jeff Becerra. But Martyr's Wake and The Seventh Sign, is that the 2 demos? 90 and 91 demo. Those are fucking great. I always assumed, for years I knew about them, and I assumed, oh, no, Becerra, this has got to suck. They were fucking awesome. I like those 2 demos more than I liked Beyond the Gates and Eyes of Horror. I do like Beyond the Gates and Eyes of Horror, but at the same time, they're kind of tame and lame in a sense. Like I do like them; they're good. It's almost like maybe it's just the production or something. It just doesn't have that darkness and the grit that fucking 7 Churches have. It's just kind of like it's going from a fucking first generation death metal band to just a thrash metal band. You know what I mean? Because I consider 7 Churches like a first generation death metal album, and then Beyond the Gates and Eyes of Horror, I'm like, this is basically just a fucking Bay Area thrash albums. Again, they're good. You know, songs like Seance and shit like that. It's good. It's March to Die and shit. It's good. They're good songs, but I just don't think it's good. But those demos I thought were better. They're just more like, oh, cool. It's more up to task, more fucking death metal, dark and gritty. You know what I mean? And so I have a bootleg picture disc of that. I have the World War III bootleg double LP vinyl, which was live 86, maybe. Warning, the sound quality isn't very good, but I still wanted it. It's a pretty decent looking boot. It's been years since I listened to it, but I remember the sound quality being like, this doesn't sound very good. A couple crappy Brazilian boot LPs. And then I have Possessed, and is it Possessed with I think it's Possessed and Entombed split 7-inch bootleg, and I'm pretty sure it is one of the demos as well. I'm almost positive. It's either the Martyr's Wake demo or the Seventh Sign demo, one of the 90s demos I was telling you guys about, was just one of them. And the thing is, I remember it being kind of lame, the 7-inch. That's why I kind of remember what's on there. Is because I want to say it's not even the whole demo. Like it's like 2 songs or something, because you could have found the one side of the 7-inch. As opposed to the picture list I told you, it's both the demos in their entirety. So I forget what the fucking title of that picture disc is. Came out a long time ago. Hell's had them too, but over 10 years ago. But it's I definitely recommend it. Cool ass fucking artwork on the picture disc too. It's like some demon holding a Christ head, I believe. If you can find that, I highly recommend picking that up. And Old Ladies Drivers, I thought it was okay. Wasn't that was pre Old Ladies Drivers was fucking God damn it, who's the other band? You know what I'm talking about, that they're in cahoots with it. It was either who the fuck was it? I'm drawing a blank. But I've heard I had was it a bootleg disc, or I think it was a bootleg disc of Old Lady Driver Show, just their demos, and I think it was like a split disc with somebody. I thought it was okay, and I'm like, oh, Old Lady Drivers was post regurgitation, and I had the regurgitation. I think I still do regurgitation bootleg demo CD. There might be some Old Lady Driver stuff on that, but regurgitation was like pre Old Lady Drivers to my house. I just thought it was kind of like goofy fucking grind shit. It's cool, whatever. But it's just a little too goofy for me. But I've Old Lady Drivers and their albums and shit, which I didn't even know they had them for a while. I thought they just were kind of like a demo band, EP band. I don't think I've ever heard any studio albums, so maybe those are great. So somebody else mentioned Old Lady Drivers. I don't remember talking about Old Lady Drivers though. So, but two people bring them up, so they had to be mentioned in some way, shape, or form. Life Eternal. He's asking, what are the most disgusting album covers in your collection? Watch the videos, bro. You watch all the time. You comment. The Waco Jesus that I showed. I showed it on camera. Remember? You had to saw it. Maybe maybe you commented and that video wasn't posted yet. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? Did I get that video yet? I don't even fucking remember. But it wasn't that long ago. I did it maybe a month ago. So, but yeah, I showed that on camera. You certainly had to see it by now if you watch all the videos. Metal Musician 6996. J Dog has another question, another Hell's Headbangers question. Do customers ever pay for digital downloads? I figure with all the streaming stuff, no one would want to purchase a digital download, but I could be wrong. I'm a vinyl CD kind of guy, but I do use streaming when I'm at the gym. I'm exactly like you. I'm a vinyl CD guy as well, and I literally listen to music on YouTube when I'm at the gym on this fucking phone. Actually, believe it or not, that's what I listen to. It's convenient. Um, and yeah, people do buy downloads. We sell them pretty fucking cheap though. Usually like an album 666, shit like that, or you can add it to Chase started this thing a few months ago, like CDLP bundle. I don't know. I don't. I do know the site price, to be honest with you. Maybe it's whatever the site says, but it's a pretty good like kind of like a deal. So but yeah, people do buy the downloads from us, which is fine by me as far as a business move. If they want to buy them, then cool. You know, this is a good one. From RJCJ Rock. Hey J Dog, do you think Hellhammer is a death metal band? Because I see a lot of the older devils call them a death metal band, while the younger devils call them a thrash band. It's funny you say that because for a while, I never considered it. Like it's not that I didn't consider them, I just never thought about it really. And but it's well over 10 years ago. Don always said, "Yeah, I think Hellhammer's the first death metal band." He was around at that time. Maybe was he? I don't think he was writing Hellhammer in '82. Was that when their first demo came out in '82? I want to say it's '82. So before death and shit. No, he was writing death and stuff. But anyways, around that time, within 1 to 2 years, right? And I'm kind of thinking about their sound and like the Triumph of Death demo and shit. I'm like, yeah, I kind of would kind of put them in the first generation death metal category. Because when I think first generation death metal, yeah, I think of Death, Possessed, uh, Insanity, Massacre, and yeah, I kind of would put Hellhammer in there. Yeah, I mean, I kind of would. It's like it's not thrash like fucking Metallica or Slayer or Whiplash or Sacrifice. I mean, it's not like that at all. So I was like, yeah, I think I kind of would. And because a lot of people when they say death metal, they're just thinking Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, Deicide, Suffocation. It's like that's second generation death metal. It just is. It's second generation. That's why it's much different than Death, Scream, Bloody Gore and stuff. You know what I mean? So not that it's better or worse or whatever. It's just personal preference. But yeah, that's first generation death metal and second generation. First generation death metal started in the '80s, and I think I think I kind of would put Hellhammer, and if that's the case, then they are the first death metal band. You know what I mean? It's almost like they would be before Death and Possessed, because most people argue Death and Possessed, and I did for years myself. So if you consider them, and if you agree with that, put in the comments, devils, as many as you can. Do you consider Hellhammer a death metal band or not? And if not, why not? Preferably none of the 16-year-old kid shit either. Well, because it doesn't sound like fucking well, who's a later brutal death metal band, or it doesn't sound like Fluids, so it ain't like, dude, come on, man, like. Fuck, you're born in 2005. Give me a break. You know what I mean? So none of that silly, stupid shit. Actually, do your homework and come up with an intelligent answer as to why not. And if so, also, yeah, preferably kind of put chime in why you think so. Because I'm not like 100% dead set. It's death metal. That's the only answer. Fuck you, everything otherwise. I'm not saying that, but at least give a fucking kind of an educated response. But as much as you can, I kind of would like to get the toll on that. So yeah, let's make that kind of like the topic of the video for the which you guys leave in the comments. The questions, you can ask regular questions too if you want. Go ahead, as always. But let's make that the main discussion and the topic, and I'll get to that because I'm actually really, really curious. Because ever since Don said that, I kind of agreed with them, but I didn't know how many other people thought that. So never really asked to have a discussion with anybody else. So let's do it together. Hellhammer, are they a death metal band or not? Again, no 16-year-old fucking childish shit that didn't do your research. Give educated answers why. There's no right or wrong answer, but we'll kind of take a poll. Is that we'll go with that. Hopefully, I'll get at least 100 replies. Yes, I think Hellhammer's death metal. No, I don't think Hellhammer's death metal. We'll get the count again. I'm sure Ricky Jones or RJCJ Rock, or because those guys, they did the poll on like the Macabre Empatago one and the Incantation Immolation. They gave the total. We'll see who wins. Hellhammer death metal or not? We're about to fucking find out. God damn it! So let me know. Is Hellhammer death metal or they not death metal? God damn it! Put it in the motherfucking comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Later. God damn it.